Hey guys, I'm Carl Kappas. I'm your realtor guy with the bow tie. Today I'm coming to you to talk about how we can take and anyone can sell a home in this market. But my question to you is, should you really do it yourself, or should you hire someone like me to take you to the next step? So guys, with the market being what it is for the last couple of years, you've seen in 2021, you've seen in 2020, all of your friends have bought houses, you've seen your neighbors sell their houses, and everyone's getting a boatload of money. So now everyone's getting the itch, like, did I miss out? Should I have gone ahead and put my home on the market? And that turns around and leads to the question, well, do I even need an agent? Why don't I just do this on my own? I had one of my best friends up in Ohio call me last year, was like, hey, I think I'm gonna sell my house on my own. I'm gonna give it a shot. What do I need to worry about? So that kind of inspired me to make this video. I wanted to tell you about what we ran into and why you need an experienced agent like myself to guide you from point A to point B. So looking at last year, a third of the transactions that came through a title company, through a lender, on paper, in attorneys' offices, a third of those transactions did not even see the closing table. Now, why, you ask? Like, it should be easy. I put my house on the market, I put a good price on it, and boom, buyers should be flocking to my door to buy my house. Well, there's a lot more to it than just putting a sign in the yard, of course. So the first thing is that you want to take and you want to look at someone who is, do you want to spend all of your time managing getting people into your house? Like I said, put a sign in the yard, people will show up, people will call you. That's easy. But now you have to deal with the next step of now you have buyers calling you and you have people who want to walk through your house. So are you going to stay home and manage their time? Are you going to be able to meet them at 1:30 on a Tuesday and then 3 o'clock on Wednesday and 10 a.m. on Friday and take time out of your busy schedule? Or do you want someone like me who can take and throw a lockbox on the door, electronically make sure that you're getting people through your house, and also make sure that you're getting qualified people through your home? When you list your home for sale by owner, you have to know to ask the right questions and screen these buyers to make sure that you aren't just having the looky-loo. You're not having the neighbor from 5 doors down who's just curious about what does their house look like inside, and is their house better than mine, and try to scope things out. Our job as agents is to help screen those people and make sure that not only you're getting good people through your home, but you're getting qualified people through your home who can see this thing to the closing table. Next, you need to take and figure out how are you going to handle it when you find a buyer who is actually wanting to make an offer on your home. Now, you can go to an attorney, of course, and ask them to draw up a real estate contract that's going to have basic provisions such as, when are we going to close and when are the inspections taking place and this is what's included in the sale. But there's so many more things that go into the contract than just that. My contract by itself is several pages in length. There's probably, I believe it's over 600 lines at this point of individual paragraphs that outline something that has gone wrong in a transaction. Now we are protecting our sellers from it hurting them going forward. So, like I said, you can hire an attorney, but you want to make sure that you've got someone who has seen it and understood what could go wrong to protect you from what could be. Next, you got to make sure that you've got someone who can stay on top of the transaction. Once you're under contract, who's going to manage the inspections? Who's making sure the inspection gets done in a timely fashion? Who's making sure the HOA documents got to the buyer in time? Who's making sure that we're closing the loopholes that were left into the contract to protect both sides so that the deal is continuously moving forward? That's part of my job as well. I've got checklists that will lay things out for you that you probably won't even need to see, but you'll know is happening in the background. Every single day, there's something that needs to be done to make sure that your house is going to see this closing table. Next, we will have the appraisal done. Once the appraisal is taken care of, do you understand what goes into an appraisal? It's not just someone coming out to your house and saying, yeah, hey, this looks like this looks like that. Yeah, I think this is going to be worth this amount of money. The appraiser's going out there to make sure that the bank is not taking on any undue risk. My job as a real estate agent is not only to make sure that the appraisal goes well, but if there is an issue of some caliber, that we can get it rectified. I can tell you there are plenty of times with this market being as crazy as it is, there's a lot of banks and appraisers who are trying to make sure that we don't have a repeat of what we did back in 2010, 2011, 2012, where things are, we're in the foreclosure boom because in '04 we just blankly rubber stamped that a house was worth what it was. That's not how things are done these days. These appraisers are much more cautious. Just last year alone, I had 4 issues with appraisal. That was up by 4 from the year before, which, like I said, it doesn't happen a lot, but when it does, you've got to make sure you've got somebody who's going to make sure that they have the information they need, they can give them comparable sales that actually matter versus just handing them a house that's sold 2 doors down 6 years ago. The appraiser doesn't care about that. People like me, we know what they care about. Now, this, of course, this is a lot to take on. And I don't wish it on anyone in any way, shape, or form, but I've been doing this now. This is my 20th year in the real estate business. I know what goes into a transaction. I've been in the boom years, I've been in the bust years, I've bought and sold in both. It's crazy. But like I said, in a market where it seems like anyone can sell a home, you probably need to take a step back and figure out, do I really know what I'm doing? Do I feel confident enough to get this thing where it needs to go? And is someone out there who can possibly help make it easier and not take money out of my pocket? Because a lot of sellers don't realize it, that we as agents, we don't get paid and our companies don't get paid until we get you to the closing table, and that's when the money will come. It doesn't come out of your pocket up front. Any agent who charges you money as soon as they walk in the door, in my opinion, is doing a disservice. They just want the money now versus the money later. And I would rather take and do a good job for you, go to the closing table with you, and make sure that you feel good about what you got. My job at the end of the day is to get you top dollar in the shortest time possible for the best possible terms. That's all there is to it. Would I love to get you $1 million? Sure, but if your house is only worth 300, I'm a realist and I'm a realtor. I don't know that I can do that. So what I want is that if you have thought about making a move this year, if you've thought about possibly listing your home for sale by owner, give me a call. Let's talk about what goes into this more than just what this video said. Let's talk about what your concerns are and what you think an agent needs to bring to the table, and then we can see how I can best serve you. I'm the realtor guy with the bow tie, and I look forward to talking with you next time. Hey guys, I'm Carl Kappas. I'm the realtor guy with the bow tie. I've dedicated my entire career to giving people great service and also at the same time making sure they're learning about what they're doing, not that they just woke up one day and decided to sell their house or buy a new home. So if you've enjoyed this material, hopefully you'll take and you'll click the subscribe button. And if you know somebody who's thinking about buying or selling who may find this information useful, please feel free to forward the link over to them or have them reach out to me directly. I'm available via text, email, DM, anytime, any day, and make sure you follow us on our social media at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and here on YouTube. I hope everyone has a great day and tune in next week.